Hello and welcome to the ASEG News Studio. I'm Chris Kanarakis and I'm here with Irfan Khan, Global CTO for Customer Operations. And we're here to talk about a topic I think I've heard about every 5 minutes or so lately, and that's the Internet of Things. Irfan, thanks so much for being here.
My pleasure, thank you to be here as well.
So, I know there's been some announcements today at the show about SAP's vision for the IoT. Could you kind of recap us on those and walk us through the big messages?
Sure. So I mean, first and foremost, this notion of IoT, as you pointed out, is being discussed quite aggressively at this event, right?
Yes.
And that's largely because there's such a high degree of interest.
Yes.
And what we've been discovering over the last 3 to 5 years is that businesses want to transform from the original sort of business models that they may have had, become more digitalized,
Right.
and of course be able to leverage all of the assets that they own. So what we announced today is that really we have a platform now, a purposely built platform called a HANA Cloud Platform, that has a set of extensions, IoT extensions and IoT services that are now going to become readily available for the rapid development and extension of those IoT classes of applications.
Is this platform completely built? Are you in the process of building it? Or?
It's completely assembled, right? So we have HANA Cloud Platform, which has been in the market for some time now.
Right.
But what we've added is some additional extensions for the specific classes of IoT type of business cases and use cases that you'd want to build out.
Give me a couple examples just to kind of put that into a
Certainly.
picture.
So think about the connectivity type of services that you'd want to have. So imagine in any edge situation where you've got maybe a vending machine or maybe it's a piece of machinery in a plant, you'd want to be able to have connectivity to those particular pieces of equipment.
Right.
So we have connectivity and services to be able to allow connectivity, end-to-end connectivity between those devices or apparatus back to the core of HANA again.
Okay.
Secondly, what we also have is a set of application services, so be it mobile services or extensions of those services. And then thirdly, we also have a set of data services. So the data services will give us much better capabilities.
So it seems like a lot of the scenarios we hear about with IoT, they seem to me to apply to only big companies. Is that the case? What is the opportunity for customers and their businesses when it comes to IoT, companies of all sizes?
Yeah. So I mean, it's ironic you should say that because actually IoT is anything but only limited to the large organizations.
Oh, really?
In fact, if I give you a personal example, okay, right? So if I take a look at even my home, am I going to be a prime use case for IoT? Probably not, but the reality is I've actually implemented certain things in my own home from a consumer point of view that have given me IoT type of capability. So for example, I can automate my alarm system, automate my home lighting system, et cetera, et cetera. If you look at a small business, they're not, if you like, encumbered by a lot of the historical debt that would have been carried by a lot of large organizations. So they're much more agile. They can actually automate many, many things. And a lot of our customers on the SME, SMB side are actually adopting a lot of these things.
So are customers going to need new skills in their IT shops to take advantage of the Internet of Things?
Yeah, so if you look at the kind of skills that we have in developments today, a lot of developers today will probably have skills which are, if you think of it from a historical development point of view, they have coding skills, they have coding ability skills.
Yeah.
Those coding skills, whether they're development in C or C# or whether they're going to be in other programming languages, actually hold them in good stead to be able to work in the IoT environment because we have a set of services, and those services can be wrapped around those existing programming languages that they already own.
You're kidding, really?
So the other advantage that we also have is that if you like, the way that we put the IoT platform together, we're using a set of edge technologies, and I'll give you a specific example. So think of that vending example that I mentioned a moment ago, a vending machine in a remote location.
Right.
We have a set of technologies that allow to have consistency of, for example, every single time a beverage is dispensed from that vending machine, there's a persistent store, a persistence database almost for that reason, on the actual vending machine, and programmatically you can actually query or being able to synchronize remotely or automatically the data from these vending machines back into the HANA Cloud Platform environment.
Wow.
So developers actually get an awful lot of additional functionality because of the way that we've created these services and use the capabilities of SAP's infrastructure to go to the edge and back to the core again.
It just sounds like there's so much potential here. We could talk about this for hours, I'm sure. I really want to thank you for coming in. Just in the short time we had, it's been fascinating. I look forward to speaking to you again about this.
Sure.
Thanks again for coming in, it was awesome.
My pleasure, thank you very much.
And thank you for watching. Tune in to asegnews.com for lots more customer stories.